and the rest of 50% can attend same lecture by online. Okay, so now this screen is visible. Okay, so what is our first chapter? Roots of equation and errors and approximation. Okay, so I have given the introduction of this subject and chapter wise introduction also. So can anyone tell me what is meant by root of equation? Anyone? I will not take your name. Please tell me what is meant by root of equation. If you have provided one equation, y is equal to f of x is equal to 0, or you have given this equation y is equal to 4x square plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So to find the value of unknown, so in this equation, what is unknown? Say 4x square plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0. So what is unknown here? Hello? Hello? It is audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what is unknown? Say 4x square plus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. What is unknown here? Hello? What is unknown?
X.
X. So to find the value of x means it is called as a root of equation. Means to find the value of unknown, you can say it is root of equation. Okay. So already we have discussed in this first chapter. Say it is divided into two parts: root of equation and errors and approximation. So root of equation we have two methods. One is bracketing method and one is open method. So under the head of bracketing method, we have only one, that is bisection method. And under the head of open method, we have two methods, Newton-Raphson method and successive approximation method. Okay, so we will start today our first method, that is bisection method. That is what bisection, that is bracketing method. Under the bracketing method, we have bisection method. Okay, so we will directly move towards the problem statement. Then how to solve the problem, you can easily understand. So write down problem statement. Okay. Wait. All of you have calculator? Tell me, all of you have calculator? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. All of you have so fix or see, whenever you are solving the problem of numerical methods and optimization, always fix your calculator up to 4 decimal places. Okay, 4 decimal places. We don't require 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th decimal place. Always fix your calculator up to 4 decimal places. Okay, do this first. Okay, do this first. Now, now this screen is visible. Hello. So white page is visible.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think already you have this problem statement. So write down again. Hello. Okay. Already write down. Find the root of equation. Very simple one. Find the root of equation. Find the root of equation x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay. X cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. Okay. Continue. By using bisection method. By using bisection method. By using bisection method. With initial guesses. With initial guesses. With initial guesses 2.7 and 2.8. With initial guesses 2.7 and 2.8. Full stop. Perform 6 number of iterations. Perform 6 number of iterations. Okay. So now see here in this problem statement, it is clearly mentioned. You have given two initial guesses, say 2.7 and 2.8, and you have to perform 6 number of iterations. Okay, so n is given. N means what? Number of iterations, n is given. So in some cases, if n is not given in problem statement, Then you have to always perform 6 number of iterations. Again, remember, for bisection method, okay, bisection method, okay, this method, it will take more time to get the root of equation as compared to Newton-Raphson method and successive approximation method. In bisection method, if n is not given, then you can assume n is equal to 6, means you have to perform 6 number of iterations. But in case of other two methods, you can get answer up to third or fourth iteration. Okay, so now we will start how to solve this problem. And again, in this problem statement, you have clearly mentioned you have to use bisection method. So now see, bisection method means what exactly? Okay, so as name indicates, bisection means you have to bisect the interval. So what is interval? Again, you have given two initial guesses, say 2.7 and 2.8. This means the meaning of these two initial guesses is, see, your root of equation will lie in between these two values, 2.7 and 2.8. So it is called, so you have provided one bracket. So first bracket is 2.7 and next bracket is 2.8. Again, see, you have given one equation, y is equal to f of x is equal to x cube minus 4x minus 9. So in this problem statement, x is missing, x is unknown. So you have to find the value of x. To find the value of unknown, you have to find the value of x. So you have, again, we have provided two initial guesses, 2.7 and 2.8. So these two initial guesses we can assign by using unknown. So first initial guess, x, we can assign this 2.7 as x1. So we can say x1 is equal to 2.7 and x2 is equal to 2.8. x1 is 2.7 and x2 is equal to 2.8. Now see, in bisection method, we have given these two initial guesses, means it is 100% we can have this root of equation in between 2.7 and 2.8. Now see how to perform these iterations. Okay, now, okay, let's consider, say it is what, bisection method. Okay, it is visible. Hello, reply. It is visible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now see, bisection method. Okay, how to perform? Now see, let's consider a graph of equation y is equal to f of x like this. So we can say this is the graph of equation y is equal to f of x. And now this graph, it will cut this x-axis, x, o, x dash, and so this is y, o, say y dash. So it will cut here. Okay, so it will cut here. So we can say this is the exact root of equation. Is it right? We can say this value as a root of equation. Anyone tell me? Hello? Hello? Okay, so see, we can say these values of x, we can say it is root of equation. Okay, exact root of equation means once we put the value of x in this equation, we can have y is equal to 0. So here we can get y is equal to 0. So we can say this is the exact root, this dot. So we can assign this here, say name, say x. So, okay, so we can say this is x. So this is the value of exact root. Okay, exact root. But remember, by using these methods, we cannot get exact root, but we have to very much closer to this exact answer. So now we have provided two initial guesses, x1 and x2. Okay, x1 and x2. Now let's consider x1 is here. So this is the value of x1, and let's consider, okay, x2 is here. Okay, x2 is here. So this is the value of x1, this is the value of x2. Now, okay, now immediately once we have these values of initial guesses x1 and x2, immediately find the value of y1 and y2. Okay, so if you draw one vertical line, so we can get here value of y1, and again we can draw vertical line here, we can get value of y2. Okay, value of y2. Now, okay, now see, these values of x1 and x2, these two values are provided in problem statement. So in this case, we can say these two initial guesses are correct. Okay, it is given means it is correct. But you have to show by using one condition, that is conversion condition. By using this conversion condition, you have to show how we can say these two initial guesses are correct. Okay, so in this case, for bisection method, the conversion formula is, remember and write down somewhere, this product of y1 and y2, it should be less than 0. Okay, less than 0. And in which condition you can get this product less than 0? See, once we have the value of x1 and x2, put these values of x1 and x2 in given equation, immediately calculate y1 and y2, and if both the values of y1 and y2, if they are having opposite sign, then we can say the given initial guesses x1 and x2 are correct. See, you can have this problem for 6 marks. Okay, this problem for 6 marks. So 2 marks. Okay, 2 marks to check what? Its conversion condition. Okay, so it is very simple for bisection method. See, already we have x1, x2 in problem statement. Immediately find y1, y2. Again, check its multiplication. If it is less than 0, 100% you can get this product is less than 0 because it is given in problem statement. Okay, but you have to show there. You have to calculate y1, y2, take its product. Okay, and again calculate this value, and you can write s. Here y1, y2 is negative, means it is less than 0. So in this case, we can say the initial guesses are correct. Now s, if we find initial guesses are correct, then what next? Then you have to move further, iterations. Okay, iterations. So see, we have 3 methods: bisection, Newton-Raphson, and successive approximation method. So for all these 3 methods, we have separate new formula of iteration and new formula of conversion condition. And what is convergence? Convergence means approaching towards exact root. Okay, convergence, there are 2 concepts, convergence and divergence. Okay, so we have only convergence. Convergence means approaching towards exact root. Now see, okay, now s, we got, say what, value of x1, value of x2. So here if we draw one vertical line, we can get value of y1, here y2. So by observing these xy coordinates, one can easily say the y1, it is having plus sign. Is it correct? And y2 is having what? Negative sign. And if we take its multiplication, then we can get it is negative, and we can say it is less than 0. We can say the root lies between x1 and x2. Okay, x1 and x2. Now next question is what? Say s. Okay, we have find the value of y1, y2. Immediately we can say root of equation lies between x1 and x2. S. Up to this, it is fine. You can get 2 marks, but what about next one? So you have to do number of iterations. Okay, say 6 number of iterations. So separately here again we have iterative formula. Now again remember how we can find the iterative formula. Now see, as name indicates what? Bisection method. Bi means what? 2. Okay, bi means 2, means we have given 2 initial guesses. Okay, already it is given x1 and x2. Now bisection, so again bisect this interval, say x1 and x2. We can see it is bracket. Okay, so we have given this x1, we have given this x2. So x1 is given as a 2.7, x2 is given as a 2.8. So bisection, so bisect the interval. Okay, bisect the interval means divide this interval into 2 equal parts. Okay, so see, already we have x1, already we have x2. Okay, so we can write iterative formula for x3. Okay, and what is the formula? How you can bisect these 2 numbers? It is very simple. Anyone can tell me how you can bisect these 2 numbers? So you have to write this formula, x3 is equal to, okay, please, how you can bisect these 2 numbers, or how you can take average of these 2 numbers? Hello, it is very simple.
x1 plus x2 divided by 2.
Okay, so we can have the iterative formula x1 plus x2 whole divided by 2. Okay, so it is bracket. Okay, so if you write only x1 plus x2 by 2, so it will divide x2 only. Okay, so please remember, so use this bracket x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Now we have value of x3. Okay, so after first iteration, okay, first iteration, we have the value of x3. Okay, immediately find the value of y3. How you can find out value of y3? Please, anyone tell me how you can find out value of y3? Hello? How you can find the value of y3?
F of x3.
F of x3, because already we have given, okay, so we can calculate f of x3. Okay, f of x3. Now in this graph, okay, see, we have x1, we have x2. So where you can locate x3? Exactly mid. Okay, exactly mid. Now let's consider this is the mid. Okay, so we have, this is x3. Okay, this is x3. Okay, this is x3. Now be careful here, pay attention. We have x1, we have x2. When we can see root lies between these two, okay, when the product of y1 and y2 is less than 0, as it is, we have less than 0. Let's consider we have less than 0. Then we can say root lies between x1 and x2. Now we have new value x3. Again, immediately find the value of y3. Okay, so we have here y3. Again, you have to check the sign of y3. So there are two possibilities. Y3, it may have plus sign or it may have minus sign. It may have plus sign or it may have minus sign. Okay, now let's consider, or don't consider, see here. So by observing this value of y3, so y3, it is having this sign, plus or minus? Hello?
Plus.
Plus sign. So here we have y3 is having plus sign. Okay, but what is our requirement? Okay, in order to show, in order to find the root of equation, our requirement is, if suppose we have two values of y, one is plus, one is minus, so we have to compare the sign of y3 with y1, and we have to compare the sign of y3 with y2. Now y3 is plus, y1 is plus, and y2 is minus. So for second iteration, okay, for second iteration, what we can say, the root lies between x1 and x3 or x2 and x3. Tell me, this is very important. What you can say, the root lies between x1 and x3 or x2 and x3. Always check sign of y1, y2, y3. See, y1 it is having plus sign, y3 having plus sign, y2 having minus sign. Hello? What you can say, the root lies between x1 and x3 or x2 and x3? Please tell me, this is very important. Hello? Hello? काय कळतं का काय सांगितलं मी? Hello? Hello? आहेत का? Hello? Anyone is there? Hello? मीटिंग एंड झाली का? हेलो?
Yes, sir.
हाँ बोला, बिंदास बोला. Easy funda. See, find y3, check sign of y3 with y1 and y2. What is the requirement? If we are comparing y3 with y1, okay, then check its sign. If both are having opposite sign, means y1 and y3 are opposite sign, then we can say root lies between x1 and x3. Okay, x1 and x3. If again compare the sign of y3 with y2. Okay, now here y2 is minus and y3 is plus. So now both are having opposite sign. So in this case, you can see the root lies between x2 and x3. हे कळतंय काय सांगतोय मी? हॅलो? हॅलो? हॅलो, आहे का? तुम्ही बोलत नाही तोपर्यंत मी काय बोलत नाही. पटपट.
Yes, sir.
Means what? See, at each and every iteration, you have to check its conversion condition. Okay, conversion condition. So see here, x1. हा arrow दिसतो का रे?
Oh, sir.
Now see, x1, find y1, y1 is negative. x2 is given, find y2, y2 is negative. So y1 into y2 negative. So we can say x1 root lies between x1 and x2. Now next. For first iteration, we have new value of x3. Let's consider x3 is here. Find out y3. Now check sign of y3 with y1 and y3 with y2. What is the requirement? Both are having opposite sign, but in this case what happened? y1 is plus, y3 is plus. Say we can't say the root lies between x1 and x3. Okay, x1 and x3. So check again for, check the sign of y3 with y2. So y2 is negative here, y3 is positive. So one is, both are having opposite sign. So in this case we can see the root lies between x3 and x2. Okay, x3 and x2. For next iteration, again calculate value of x3. So you can get, let's consider you can get value of x3 here. Value of x3 here. So say this is the value of x3. Again immediately find the value of y3. So this is what? Y3. So now here y3 having minus sign. Okay, y3 having minus sign, and again this previous y3 is again having minus sign. So we can see the root lies between these two. Root lies between these two. Okay, now see. Okay, in see, it is clearly mentioned. It is clearly mentioned that you have to perform 6 number of iterations. Okay, so for each and every problem, it is not required to draw this graph. Okay, not required to show x1, x2 in this graph actually. Okay, so see, if you are performing, confirm, we are performing 6 number of iterations. So in actual exam, we have to show only one iteration in detail. Only first iteration in detail. Means in detail means what? Okay, see, write down given data as it is. Okay, but once you write given data, it is very important. Once you write given data, please cross check. Okay, that given data is correct. It is up to from your problem statement or question paper. Okay, once you confirm as the given data as per the question paper, then calculate, find y1, y2, means then check its conversion condition. S. If you check its conversion condition, then if we find its product is less than 0, then again write on one line as here it is less than 0, then we can see the root lies between x1 and x2. Then go for iteration. So already we have x1, x2. So don't calculate again x1, it is given. So our iterative formula will start with x3. Okay, x3. So write down x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. We have value of x3. Immediately find the value of y3. Okay, is equal to f of x3. Okay, now again don't compare directly here value of y3 with y1 and y2. Okay, you can stop here. Stop means first iteration you have to find the value of x3 and y3 only. Now what about second iteration, third iteration, fourth, fifth, sixth iteration? Okay, see, I told you don't show all remaining iteration in detail, but you have to show the remaining iteration in tabular form. It is very simple, in tabular form. Okay, again there is one trick. Trick means what? It is not required to perform, it is not required to check conversion condition. You have to just replace minus to minus and plus to plus. Okay, now we will start. Just see here, see carefully, listen carefully. Now actually we can start the problem statement. Okay, how to solve the problem. Okay, now wait, I will take another page. Okay, now carefully listen, see carefully. It is very important, it is very simple. Okay, now see. Okay, all are ready? It is very important. All are ready? Hello? Just reply me. All are ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we can write, say, given data. Okay, now given data. So what is the, we have provided one equation. We can write first y is equal to, okay, x cube minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0. Okay, again we have given two values of two values of guesses. So we can write x1 is equal to, what is the value of x1? 2.7, and x2 is equal to 2.8. And again what is given? Just wait, device is disconnected. Wait a minute. काय झालंय ना, एक मिनिट होल्ड करा. दिसतंय आता? हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ, so what we have written here, say we have given value of y is equal to equation x3 minus 4x minus 9 is equal to 0, and initial guesses x1 is equal to 2.7 and x2 is equal to 2.8. Again, what is given? Tell me what is given. We have given, you have to perform how many iterations? How many iterations? Tell me how many iterations?
2.
Hello? Hello? 6 iterations. So we can say n is equal to 6. Okay, n is equal to 6. Okay, remember in the first chapter, value of meaning of n means it is iteration. Okay, it is iteration. Okay, it varies. The meaning is varies from chapter to chapter. You have to remember this. Okay, forget about remaining chapters. Now here n means what? Number of iterations. So now what is our first step? We have to check whether these provided x1 x2s are correct or wrong. So how we can check it? How we can check this? Okay, so by using conversion condition, once we have x1 x2, immediately find out value of y1 is equal to, okay, don't show like this, 2.7 cube minus 4 into 2.7 minus 9. Don't show this, don't write this. Okay, directly by using calculator you can write it answer. So what is the value of y1? Tell me, can anyone tell me what is the value of y1? Hello, what is the value of y1? Up to 4 decimal places, please tell me what is the value of y1?
Minus 0.117.
It is minus 0.1170. So it is minus. So again into the bracket write down it is negative. Okay, it is negative. Now see, once we find y1 negative, then you can easily understand y2. We have value of y2. It is a positive. Again write down y2. What is y2? Don't put value of, don't show here 2.8 raised to 3 minus 4 into 2.8. Directly tell me its answer. What is value of y2?
1.7520.
Okay, see again it is what? Positive. Okay, it is what? Positive. Okay, so now by observing these two values y1 y2, we can say it is root lies between x1 and x2. Yes, can we say it is the root lies between x1 and x2, as both y1 and y2 they are having opposite sign. Okay, now we can, but you have to show here, take its multiplication y1 into y2. Take it multiplication, tell me. We can get is minus, but you have to show here. What is the value? Product of y1 and y2?
0.2049.
Obviously it is negative. How?
Minus 0.2049.
2049. So now into the bracket you can write it is negative. Okay, so you have to write one statement. So here y1 into y2, okay, is negative, that is less than 0. So the given initial guesses are correct. Okay, if you show this, you can get 2 marks. Okay, you can get here say 2 marks. It is very simple. It is very simple or difficult. How to check conversion condition for bisection method? It is very simple. You have given x1 x2, find y1 y2, check its multiplication. If it is negative, means it is less than 0, then we can say the given initial guesses are correct. Up to this you can get 2 marks. So this is what your step number 1. Now step number 2 means what? You have to perform number of iterations. So it is given how many number of iterations? 6, but don't show all 6 iterations, show only 1. Okay, now you can move further. Okay, so you can write iterations. Iterations. Okay. Now, what is the iterative formula bisection method? Please tell me what is the iterative formula bisection method?
x1 plus x2 by 2.
Okay, so we can write here number of iterations. So write down first iteration. Okay, first iteration and calculate x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. What is x3? Tell me. What is x3? What is x3?
2.75.
2.75 is it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
2.75 is it correct? Hello? Correct है क्या? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Once we have value of x3, what next? Immediately find the value of y3. Now calculate and tell me what is the value of y3. Actually, we don't require actual number. Okay, we have to focus on plus and minus sign. What is y3? Value of y3. First, value of y3. Hello.
0.7968.
0.7968 whatever. So now by observing this y3, so please we can easily understand y3 is negative. Okay, so into bracket write down it is negative. Write down it is negative. Now stop here. Now don't check sign of y3. Okay, we can check the sign of y3 with y1 and y3 with y2 in tabular form. Okay, you can stop here. Don't perform second, third, fourth iteration. Okay, don't show here. Now we can show all the iterations and we can check conversion condition, means we can check sign of y3 with y1, y2 in tabular form. Now this is very important. Okay, now that table it is having 4 marks. Okay, now how to put all these values? Okay, I'm telling you, so it is not required to calculate.
Value of x3 is 0.8175.
How it is 0.81? Because see, we are calculating x3, x1 plus x2 by 2. So put bracket there. x1 plus x2. x1 2.7, x2 is 2.8. So find its average. It is 2.75. Correct? Hello?
Yes. Sorry.
तुम्ही काय झाला असेल x2 by 2 plus x1 झाला असेल. Okay? ते काळजी घ्या. Okay, please take care about this. Okay, this is very important. By see, if you look towards x1, x2, one can easily understand its average is 2.75. Correct? Okay. Now we have y3. Y3 is plus. Sorry, I have written negative. So y3 is plus. Okay. Now don't think about sign of y1, y2, and y3. Now we will directly move towards tabular form. Okay, now next step number 3, you can write there. Now remaining iterations in tabular form. This is very important. In tabular form, again you are lucky, in previous syllabus they have to show all iteration in detail. Okay, but now again it is, I don't know why, but you have to show remaining iterations in tabular form. Okay, now how to calculate, how to put all these values, and how to check conversion condition step by, for each iteration step by step. Okay, all are ready? Hello? Okay, fine. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct. Now you have to form table. So your first table, your first column, it should be number of iteration. Okay, number of iteration. Okay, now next, what is given? Your first initial case. So your next value should be, it should be x1. Okay, now next, once we have value of x1, we are immediately finding value of y1. So your next column, it should be y1 s. Okay, बघा मी काय करतोय. See, we are not doing any special. We are putting all the values, means we are putting the stepwise procedure. See, initially we have x1, calculate y1. Initially again we have x2, calculate y2. Okay, so go step by step, x1, then y1. Then what next? Tell me, what next? Next column. Hello? Hello? Hello, bola.
X2.
X2. What next?
Y2.
Y2. Now, yes, this is given. But for first iteration, we have calculated one value. What is that value? What is that value? In first iteration, we have calculated one value initially. What is that value?
X3,
X3.
X3. Again, we have calculated value of
Y3.
Y3. Okay, now it is finished. So, if you check column wise, it is given x1. We have to find y1. X2 is given. We have calculated value of y2. Then by using x1, x2, we have calculated means first iteration. After first iteration, we have get value of x3 and we have find value of y3. This is our first row. Now second. So we have performed first iteration, correct? So write down first. So now for first iteration, what is value of x1? Tell me fast. What is the value of x1?
2.7.
2.7. What is y1?
Minus 0.1170.
Minus 0.117. What is x2?
2.8.
2.8. What is y2? 1.7520. What is x3?
2.75.
What is y3?
0.7968.
7968. Okay, now we have written all the values as per our first iteration. Okay, correct. But now we have to check sign of y3 with y1 and y3 with y2. Okay, again don't check its product here. Now directly we will move for iteration number 2. Now be careful. सगळे ऑनलाइन आहेत की ऑफलाइन झाले. This is very important. This is very important. Okay. Now if we check, so we have this is one pair, correct? This is second pair, correct? And this is what? Third pair. This is new pair. Okay. So this is pair number 1, pair number 2, pair number 3. Okay. Pair number 3. Now without checking its product y1 and y3 and y1 and y2, we can easily understand. See how. Okay, now see. For first, again remember, this is very important. Okay, in previously I have drawn one graph and in that I have shown value of x3 and y3. Okay, so it is not like that. See, remember, for first iteration calculate x3, for second iteration calculate x4, so next iteration x5, x6. It is not like that. Always you have to write, we are finding value of x3 only. Remember, we are finding value of x3 for each iteration. It is not like number wise x3, x4, x5. Okay, now see. Now okay, just focus on sign of y3. So here sign of y3 is plus, sign of y2 is plus. Okay, now for second iteration, okay, always check sign of y3 means always check this pair number 3. Okay, now in this case we have sign of y3 is plus, correct? Sign of y3 is plus. So now in previous two pair, which pair is having value of y as a plus? Second pair. So for next iteration, replace plus to plus. Always remember, replace plus to plus means for second iteration we can write value of x3 y3 in place of x2 y2. So we can write here 2.75 and plus 0.7968, and this value of x1 we can write as it is 2.7 and minus 0.117. Means what? We are shifting plus to plus. That means we are checking its conversion condition. So now when we replace this third pair with second pair, and we have written these values of x3 y3 as a x2 y2. So here we have this y2 is plus and this y1 is minus. So automatically we can get its product is negative. So we are showing here its conversion condition, means the root lies between 2.7 and 2.75. करेक्ट? हे कळलं मी काय सांगतोय? हॅलो, सगळ्यात महत्वाचं आहे, कळलं मी काय सांगतोय हे? हॅलो हॅलो.
Yes, sir.
अरे okay, it is not very difficult. Just replace, check the sign of y3, check the sign of last pair and replace. If it is plus, replace whole pair with plus. We are checking sign of y only, not x. Okay, if it is minus, then replace with minus sign. Okay, so now here we have replaced third pair with second pair. So you have to find value of x3. Tell me what is x3? How you can find x3? This x1 plus this x2 divided by 2. Tell me what is x3? Means 2.7 plus 2.75 divided by 2. What is the value? First
2.725.
2.725. Okay, now we have x3. What next? Immediately find out what?
Y2.
x3 भेटला. पुढे काय?
0.3348.
What? y3.
Y3.
Okay, so what is the value of y3? It is 0.33.
48.
0.3348. एक मिनिट. 0.3348. Now it is plus or minus?
Positive.
Plus. Okay, now for next iteration, what you can do? It is plus means we are shifting, we are replacing plus to plus. So this whole pair, shift this whole pair with respect to this pair. Means we are shifting x3 y3 with x2 y2. Again write down here. x2 is 2.725 and here plus 0.3348. And what about x1 y1? Keep as it is. So it is 2.7 and minus 0.117. What next step? पुढे काय सांगता? See, we have to perform 6 iteration. We are now still up to iteration number 3. Now, tell me what next? Again find out x3. How you can find out x3? This plus this divided by 2. First, tell me. Third iteration, 2.7 plus 2.725 divided by 2. What is answer?
2.7125.
Fix calcium up to 4 decimal places. 2.7125, correct? What next? Once we have value of x3, what next? Find out y3. Tell me y3.
0.1076.
0.1076. It is plus or minus? Plus or minus?
Plus.
Plus. So for next iteration, what you can replace? Plus to plus. So which one is plus? Third pair is plus, second pair is plus. So replace, write down here 2.7125. Next one plus 0.1076. This first pair is as it is 2.7 and minus 0.117. Now what next? x3. Tell me how you can find out x3. 2.7 plus 2.7125 divided by 2. Tell me what is answer? बोला, सगळ्यात सोपा आहे, व्यवस्थित करा.
2.7062.
2.7062. What next? Find out y3. Now tell me y3. You can find y3 minus. Tell me what is answer? What is y3? Plus or minus?
Minus 0.0059.
0059. Now check here. We have sign of y3 is minus, correct? we have sign of by 3 is minus. Now what you can replace? Minus to plus or minus to minus? Replace plus to plus and minus to minus. So what is minus here? So this pair is minus. This y1 is minus. So instead of writing as it is, put here 2.7062 and minus 0.0059, and this one is as it is 2.7125 and 0.1076. How you can calculate here x3? Tell me how you can calculate x3. So 2.7062 plus 2.7125 divided by 2. Tell me, हे कळलं का सगळ्यांना? Plus to plus, minus to minus, how to replace plus to plus, minus to minus, and next pair keep as it is. So what is x3 here?
2.7156.
2.715. Find out y3. Tell me y3. What is it? Is plus or minus? Tell me. Hello. Plus or minus? Very important. Hello.
Plus 0.1637.
1637. Now see, here we have plus sign, correct? So for next iteration, replace what to what? Plus to plus. So we are performing iteration number. Just a minute. ही line actually हे झालेलं आहे, तिथून दिसत नाही. थांबा. Okay, बेटा. Just a minute. Okay, now tell me, for 6th iteration, what is value of, we are shifting plus to plus, means first pair is as it is, we are shifting second pair. So what is x3? How you can calculate x3? 2.7062. Okay, 2.7062, or wait, I will take next page. Page दूसरा घेतो मी. Just a minute. ऐसे हो रहा था. Just tell me the previous values, okay? Okay. Okay. So now see, our iteration number 5 is linked hoto. Iteration number 5 is 2.7062 minus 0.0059, 2.7125, 0.1076, 2.715 plus 0.1637. This is our what? Iteration number 5. But what is given? We have to perform iteration 6 iteration. So now here we have this pair, say having sign of y as a plus. So for next iteration, replace plus to plus. So here it is plus. So we can write here 2.715 and plus 0.1637, and first pair is as it is 2.0762 and minus 0.0059. Now calculate x3 and tell me what is x3. Hello, anyone calculate, tell me what is x3?
2.7109.
2.71. Hello, 2.71.
09.
09. Okay, don't calculate value of y3. Okay, now we have to perform 6 number of iteration. So this we have value of x3 after 6 number of iteration. So this is what our exact, not exact, this is the root of equation up to 6 number. Okay, with up to 6 number of iterations. So last you can write after 6th iteration, the root of equation is equation x3 is equal to 2.7109. Okay, so you have to write this. Up to this you can get 4 marks. Okay, means it is again very simple. You have to show only first iteration in detail and remaining iterations are in tabular form. All of you getting this, how to solve the problem of bisection method? If you have any doubt, now you can ask. Tell me, any doubt? Hello? Hello? कोण आहेत का? जस्ट वेट.
Yes, sir.
आहेत का सगळे झोपले?
आहेत ना सर.
हे समजतंय काय केलं आज आपण? हॅलो?
हो.
ओके, एक राईट डाउन वन प्रॉब्लेम अँड ट्राय टू सॉल्व. हा प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व झालाच पाहिजे असं काही नाही. अगेन मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टंट, सी ऑलवेज फिक्स युअर कॅल्क्युलेटर अप टू 4 decimal. Remember, this is very important. And always change the mode of that degree. Always change that mode from degree to radian, because see, in this problem statement we have only x, okay, but sometimes you can have trigonometric function, we can have logarithmic, we can have exponential function in problem statement. Okay, so always fix your calc up to 4 decimal places and always change the mode from degree to radian, and write down one problem and try to solve at home. Okay, write down one problem. Okay, so directly I will tell you given data. Say y is equal to x into e raised to x minus 3.1 cos x is equal to 0. Okay, is equal to 0. Okay. हा घ्या.
Sir,
y is equal to x into e raised to x minus 3.1 into cos x is equal to 0. And initial guesses, x1 is equal to 0.8, x2 is equal to 0.9, okay, 0.9, and n is equal to 6. Okay, n is equal to 6. Okay, so see here, this equation we can say we have trigonometric and we have exponential equation. Okay, so be careful, change mode of calculus from degree to radian and solve this. It is very simple. We have given x1, calculate y1, x2, y2, check its sign. If 100% you can find it's negative, you can say the root lies between x1, x2, or you can say the given guesses are correct. Go for first iteration, x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, so we can here 0.85, find out y3, stop here, then show all the results are in tabular form. First iteration show as it is. For second iteration, replace, check sign of y3, or you can say pair 1, pair 2, pair 3. If pair 3 is having sign of y3 is minus, so replace minus to minus. If it is plus, replace plus to plus. Iterative formula remains same. x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. All of you getting this? Hello, reply me. All of you getting this?
yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So
Yes,
we will
sir.
stop here. Again, tomorrow we have third lecture. Okay, we will solve another 1 or 2 problem or 3 or 4 problem. Okay, it is very simple. Try to understand how to solve. Again, see, if you know the stepwise procedure to solve this problem, means what we have done here. We have written first given data. Again, we have please cross check given data up to your question paper or problem statement. Find out y1, y2. Check its product y1, y2. If it is negative, s correct. x1, x2 correct. If it is positive, then we can say x1, x2 is not correct. Now next, go for iteration. Find out x3. Find out y3. Okay. So we are checking sign of y3 with y1 and y3 with y2 by replacing plus to plus and minus to minus. So if you know the stepwise procedure for the bisection method, you can easily solve, you can easily draw its flow chart. Okay, see this pattern. Okay, for each and every method, you have to correlate these 3 things. First one is first one is you must know the stepwise procedure, how to solve this problem. And next one, if you know the problem, how to solve this problem stepwise procedure, then you can easily write its flow chart. So meaning of flowchart means what? The graphical representation of stepwise procedure for solving the particular problem. And third one is you have to write MATLAB coding. So if you know stepwise procedure, then you can easily write its flowchart. If you write flowchart, correct flowchart, then you can easily write its MATLAB programming. because see, the theory part is very simple. You can get 100 out of 100 in numerical in this subject, but it is very difficult to clear the practical examination because it is having external. Okay, you have again you right now you don't know anything about MATLAB. Okay, so it is quite difficult, but if you know these first two things, problems, how to stepwise procedure and flowchart, then you can easily write the MATLAB programming, MATLAB coding for that particular problem. Just you have to put flowchart in front of you, then you can easily write. This is very simple. So please correlate these three things. So first focus on this stepwise procedure for any method. So remember, for bisection method, very simple. Y is equal to f of x, and dot y1, y2, check its product, means check its conversion condition. If it is negative, then go for iteration. See, iterations means what? It is repeated task. Repeated task. For doing first iteration, again, x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. For second iteration, again, x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Means for each iteration, okay, we are doing same things. See, the formula is same. x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, and by 3 put the value of x3 in given equation. Okay, so it is repeated task. Okay, so for repeated task, there is one special loop in MATLAB. Just remember, it is a for loop. Just remember, it is for loop. Okay, so today we will stop here. For tomorrow again, we will solve this next problem that I have already given you. X into e raised to x minus 3.1 into cos x is equal to 0. Okay, we can solve tomorrow or we can check the answer. Okay, so please do that problem as a homework. Firstly, I will ask you the final answer. Okay, if it is correct, then we will take next new problem. Okay, fine. Attendance, it will automatically, I can have mail from this Google Meet. So it is not required to fill the Google form. Okay, fine. Chalo, bye. Hello, आहेत का गेले सगळे?
Hi sir. Bye bye sir.
काय झालं आज बायसेक्शन मेथड? चलो नेक्स्ट लेक्चर आहे का कुणाचं? काय झालं?
मेसेज नाहीये सर कोणाचा.
माहित नाही सर.
मेसेज नाही, ठीक आहे, उद्या घेऊ आपण. आता न कंटिन्यू करा. ओके, चलो, थँक्यू. चलो, बाय.
बाय बाय.